Hello, hello. I had to go find the link. I think we're good. Okay, cool. Let me just get my project as we wait for people to trickle in. Okay, I want to make sure that you can see my project. I'll have to work on my posture this whole time. I guess I'll start. Oh, hello, Jolly Cubes over on YouTube. How's it going? How goes it? Hello, Avi. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping into the stream. I saw that there was a decent number of people who now have the pattern in their library. So hoping that 12 p.m. middle of the day is an okay time for people to join. If not, I can always adjust the time for a more reasonable time zone, but I thought this was fine. And I guess I'll just have the live get started as well on TikTok. I think my cat got a hold of this yarn, which is a shame. All right, so we're 5 minutes in. Oh no. I guess we'll just go an ASMR stream where we can all just listen to me breathe heavily. Hello, everyone. Welcome in on the TikTok side of things. Trying to remember how to attach yarn again. Oh my gosh. It's too cold in my home. My hands are cold. Welcome in, everybody, on TikTok. We are streaming right now on Ribblr in my pumpkin spice latte pattern. So you can grab this pattern today and join the live stream. So we'll be chilling in this pattern through Rebuild on Ribblr. Hello, Wit. Good to see you. Happy to have you here. How's it going? You can find me on Ribblr streaming in this pattern right now. So click the link in my bio. I am currently working on a piece for the pumpkin spice latte Wit. Are you over on Ribblr as well? Mo asks, "What made you want to crochet when starting out?" Uh, just my main inspiration was definitely just to create some Pokemon for sure. But feel free to get all my responses by heading on over to Ribblr. Is everyone in the TikTok chat on the platform already, or have any questions about Ribblr? I think this is still too low, or not low enough. Oh my god, I need to be. I have an account, but I haven't taken advantage of it yet. Yes, definitely would take advantage of Ribblr. A lot of cool and exciting things going on for both sellers and crafters for sure. I am now exclusive on the platform. I highly recommend other people give it a go. And then, hello, Jolly Cubes. If you want to come join us, I see you're on YouTube. If you want to come join us on the Ribblr account, we are creating a, yep, pumpkin spice latte, as you say. You like the pattern, so you can definitely grab it there exclusively on Ribblr now, which I can't believe I forgot that like wasn't around. I did not do the best job about merging from all my other platforms, such as Etsy and Ravelry, over to Ribblr. I just some of these patterns just kind of got lost in my folders as Word documents and PDFs. Mo asks, "What's the most challenging pattern you've ever done?" I would say this pumpkin spice latte actually was a pretty difficult one for me to do. Um, you know, they exist other places, and being a pattern designer is kind of like, how do I make mine stand out and look a bit different at the same time? And I think coming up with like the swirls on top was difficult. Um, yeah, I was like, I don't like love sewing too much, so trying to figure out a way to like do less sewing as possible is ideal. Unfortunately for this one, I just kind of had to accept I was gonna have to sew a bit, so it's okay. But I would say it was a pretty challenging pattern, but I'm happy with the results. On TikTok, Kamaha Kamaha asks, "What is Ribblr?" Ribblr is a it's a marketplace for interactive patterns for knitting, sewing, crochet, and Tunisian crochet. Um, but it offers a lot more than like your typical e-commerce platform. So at this very moment, I'm actually streaming within my pattern, so I can actually be up front and forward. The interactive pattern offers a lot of different things. Be able to cross out your rows and rounds, which is amazing. Embedding your YouTube videos into the pattern rather than having to have a bunch of open tabs. One of the things I love the most about it is if you need to edit your pattern, you can edit it on your end, and they'll be just edited for everybody's pattern that's in their library. So it's pretty cool. Definitely recommend for everyone in my TikTok chat to come out and check out my Ribblr shop. I am streaming in my pumpkin spice latte pattern at this very moment. So definitely grab that. If you make an order on the platform, you can now buy yarn on Ribblr. So when you make your first order, this will actually be gifted to you right away. So definitely come hang out and grab your pumpkin spice latte pattern. And you can find uh, and I'll be streaming in other patterns as time goes on. So definitely a platform to have under your belt. It's definitely an app I've been clicking on the daily. Not even just as a seller, but checking out to see who's posting on there, all the new patterns that hit. There's always new cool ones, so adding those to your library is always kind of a fun experience. And now that Ribblr is offering materials powered through Joanne, you can add yarn, notions, tools, all those things to your stash. Dan says, I bought and made a cardigan pattern from your website. My first cardigan I ever made. Oh, you're probably talking about the Blood Moon one. Yes, I will actually be adding the Blood Moon cardigan over to my Ribblr account as an interactive pattern. I just need to get testers for it because I did design it as just like a one size thing because back then, yeah, I don't know why I did that. I should have been more inclusive about it, but I'm definitely going to be doing that. So keep your eyes out for that if you want to test it out. Oh, great, Kamaha. Yeah, check out the link in my bio to find Ribblr. Super easy to sign up. You get the option to sign up as a crafter or a designer. So yeah, whatever floats your boat for that. So come on into the pattern live stream. It's pretty cool. You can actually follow the pattern. So I'm streaming in the pattern, but you can see all the different directions and everything. So you can actually work on it with me. Highly recommend. It's a cool experience, very cool feature that they've added, and you can actually take advantage of it for yourself if you have patterns and whatnot. So definitely come check it out. Hello, Mindy Sue. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and coming into the Ribblr pattern. How are you? Thanks for picking up the pumpkin spice latte. Did you grab the pattern individually, or did you get it as a gift with your order for materials? Yes, Dan, come try it out. I would love to see you over on um, the Ribblr platform in my pattern. We are chilling. And I haven't used a crochet hook in actually quite some time. I've been doing a lot of the hand crochet stuff. Mindy says, bought it because I don't need any yarn right now, lol. You know, understandably so. Well, thanks so much for the support and buying the pattern. Have you taken advantage of the other new features with the materials, though? Have you updated your digital stash yet? Um, Purple asks on TikTok, what are you making? I am making a pumpkin spice latte. This is my own pattern, which I am live streaming on Ribblr. So you can come grab this on the platform by clicking the link in my bio. Thank you so much, Purple. Are you on Ribblr yourself? And for everyone else who is listening on any of the chats, um, we also have a shareable feature for the stash. So if you do want to show off what you have at home, but in a digital format, you can simply click that. It's literally 2 clicks, and it'll come up with a photo grid for you, and you can share it on your socials. So very cool feature. Haven't yet, as I am trying to make as much as possible for a couple markets coming up. Yes, it seems like it's like market time for everybody at this moment. But definitely on my list for the new year when the markets are done. Cool, cool. As a crafter who does a lot of markets, how can the digital space help you in like making that more accommodating and a better experience? Or it just seems like I've only ever done one market my entire life, and man, I it was rewarding at the moment, but the lead up to it is so much. But I'm a pattern designer now, so I don't even really remember what it feels like to be making like a bunch of different things. So I could be totally off base on what that felt like, but I think the fun part is always to be able to see um, the tables that are made and everything, or like the whole like the aesthetic of the tables and going around. I actually do frequent a lot of markets, like on the weekend and stuff. We'll go to different markets for different kind of um, niches and niches. So it's cool. I always gravitate towards the crochet tables, though. Thank you so much, everyone on TikTok, for the kind words. If you aren't on Ribblr yet, definitely come check me out on Ribblr. I am currently live streaming in my pumpkin spice latte pattern. So Here it is. You can get this as a gift when you make your first order of yarn or other materials on the platform. It ends today, or you can grab the pattern itself, pretty cheap, and come join the live stream and get started on this festive fall pattern. It's pretty easy, pretty easy. Not easy to design though. I only do one on Small Business Saturday, and I got into the Salem Etsy one in December. Usually I don't do them a lot. Oh, okay, cool, cool. So Salem, like Oregon, has like their own Etsy one. Like it's like Etsy, like for Etsy. Usually I don't do them a lot. There's some people who are doing them all the time. It would be cool to do it at like those like big conventions, like KomoriCon is coming up over here, and in the spring there's SoccerCon. A no swaddidity. Hello, good to see you. Thanks for coming on by and joining the chat. How are you? Happy to have you here on Ribblr in the live stream. How's it going for you? Are you working on a pumpkin spice latte today, or are you working on your own project? Why Killen? Good to see you. Hello, hi. How are you? What are you working on this fine day? And hello from everyone on TikTok. Greetings from South Africa. Good to see you. Hello from Portland, Oregon. If you're new to the chat, I am streaming on Ribblr.com. You can find the link in my bio. We are streaming the pumpkin spice latte pattern. So if you do own the pattern, or you can grab it now, you can jump into the live stream and see all the instructions. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in real time. White Killen is in between projects right now. Can't decide what I want to make next. Understandably so. Well, luckily you're on the platform that literally offers you a plethora of ideas. I'm biased. I highly recommend, since you already got the pattern, to get the pumpkin spice latte. A lot of single crochets just in the round, not too bad. And the swirls are actually a pretty good time. If not, you may have seen Ribblr's wish list for this month or for this week. A lot of good patterns on there. We can help it narrow down. Would you prefer to make something that you can wear, some home decor, and amigurumi? Thank you so much for the kind words on TikTok. Would love to see you over on Ribblr. Let me sure I'm drinking enough water. I don't know how I have been. It's been like dry mouth season over here. It's rough. The sudden change in weather has been kind of brutal. But I am currently working with a 4mm hook, my Susan Bates. If anyone needs recommendations for Susan for like a crochet hook, definitely recommend Susan Bates, which you can now order on the Ribblr platform. So, ordering materials has really never been easier. I'm really excited to be able to, say the materials I use in my pattern, and for people to be able to just go grab it. Has anyone here used on TikTok or Ribblr? Have you used the new feature to be able to buy yourself yarn or any other materials? Brianna asks, what are you making? I am making a pumpkin spice. Well, I'm in my pumpkin spice latte pattern on Ribblr. So if you aren't familiar with Ribblr, definitely come and check out the interactive patterns. Very fun. And once you try it out, you can't really go back to a PDF or anything. I did for the first time the other day. Oh, nice. Cool. So I assume that this is how you have the pattern. It was gifted to you. It's pretty cool promotion. And how was your experience with it? What did you order? Spill the deets. Ano says, crab can't hear a thing. Oh, really? Is that on me? I hope you can hear me. I hope it's not my mic. Let me know if that's the issue. Would hate to lose you today. Thank you so much, Sam Soto on TikTok. How are you? Definitely come check me out on Ribblr if you haven't. If anyone on TikTok has any questions about Ribblr, I'm happy to happy to answer. Love talking about the platform. Y Killen says on Ribblr, I got some Bernat blanket yarn. Classic, pretty popular at the moment. You can actually make quite a few things. I made a for my mom. I made a Bernat blanket scarf, which was really fun. Want to get used to working with fuzzy stuff. Yeah, it's a good skill to have. I know it can be kind of intimidating, but a lot of it you just have to use. You're like kind of feeling for your stitches more than anything. But if you're using like brighter colors, you'll be fine. I'm excited for you to work with it. Oh well. Oh well. What's new? I'm partially deaf anyway. Okay. Yep. That is hard for me to do anything about. But hopefully you have some sort of way of making that easier for yourself. Thanks for giving us the heads up. Um, Mindy says I had to unmute the YouTube when I came in. Yes, I think that is probably a good idea. Maybe I should actually. Okay, I have unmuted the YouTube chat. Has that helped? Uh, Y Killen says, I noticed on the patterns here in Ribblr, the videos are muted when you start them. Oh, really? So are you able to unmute them here in Ribblr? Um, I'm actually not quite sure what it looks like from your point of view, but I do want to go back to the casual dragon in case you couldn't hear me because of me muting the YouTube chat. Hopefully you're not in too much pain. I was asking, what are you working on today? Hopefully something fun and exciting. And of course, I'm biased. I would love to see some pumpkin spice lattes come out of this stream, but I know everyone has their own projects, and we are mainly here to chat and chill. So good to hear that was the fix. Yeah, I just had to click the volume symbol and it's all good. Interesting. Which actually, it's not too bad, just because sometimes people don't want to be like just whiplashed with loud volume all at once. I know when I go on to like other streaming platforms such as like Twitch, I actually don't like that it's automatic and it's just like in my face, especially on the home screen. Um, but yeah, let's see here. Anyone have any exciting plans for Hollow Weekend this weekend? Did anyone come up with their own uh, crochet or knit or sewn together Halloween costume? And this question goes out to the TikTok viewers as well. If you want to answer, give me your full depth answer. Definitely find me on Ribblr within the pumpkin spice latte pattern. You'll see a symbol in my shop, and you can have this all to yourself as an interactive pattern. True and all right. Y Killen says true, and depending on how it's recorded, some things are super quiet and others are really loud. Yeah, and yep, I agree. I sometimes yeah. I just last night I ended up like blowing out my eardrums, just like opening up TikTok and not knowing that my volume was extremely high. Mindy Sue says I crocheted a flapjack. Oh wait. Uh, a Mindy Sue says, I crocheted a flapjack, a cardinal bird from the Disney Plus show, The Owl House for my kiddo. Oh, cute. When I think of flapjack, I think of that Cartoon Network show called, or maybe it was Nickelodeon, um, what was it? Like, it wasn't the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It was The Misadventures of Flapjack or whatever. That show was kind of nightmare fuel, honestly. But very cool. Already knowing what your work looks like, I'm sure it looks phenomenal. You really are talented. When do you find the most time to crochet? Are you like a late night crafter? And anyone else a finger cracker or popper when you're crocheting? I want to lean back so it's a bit more comfy. Yeah, we don't really have too many Halloween plans this weekend. Unfortunately, I'm sure we'll probably go out with some friends, but they're pretty last minute. But we kind of save our dressing up for the anime convention that comes up in like 2 weeks after Halloween. White Killen says guilty, mostly my wrist though. Yeah, I pop mine too, usually with my chin, like so. Um, Mindy says, "On thanks, I do most stuff after the kiddos go to bed as I get uninterrupted time and can count better." True, true. I am, I am lucky. I don't need to worry about that too much. I can rarely crack my fingers, hands, if ever. Honestly, it's probably not the best habit to have, but it does feel good. I can crack a lot of my body. I can crack my quads, my toes, my neck, which I really try to avoid the neck because sometimes if you can't pop it, you just are like, it hurts. And for everyone in my TikTok live, definitely come check out the live stream on Ribblr. You can see what an interactive pattern for the fiber arts world looks like. Definitely a game changer and will replace all those archaic PDFs that we all have come to know. Casual Dragon says, "Oh, my feet, knees, shoulders, ankles pop all the time, just not my hands." Oh, interesting. I have those ankles that, like, if I walk upstairs, they'll pop each time. Yeah, lots of stuff in the neck to get messed up. Yeah, so I just like don't. I try to not do that anymore unless it really needs to happen. But I see those chiropractors on TikTok who are just like breaking everyone's necks, but it looks satisfying. Is everyone here ready for working on their Christmas patterns once October is over? I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of different Christmas or happy holiday patterns, or no, I guess just holiday patterns. I don't want to limit it down to Christmas because a lot of different holidays that are happening during this season will be appearing on Ribblr. So if you are a Ribblr designer, now's a good time to add some holiday festive patterns. If you haven't yet, even adding just one pattern could, you know, be the difference with that passive income. The Casual Dragon says, "I've been doing holiday gifts for the last month. I thought I'd have to plan around work, but turns out I have loads of time." Why is that? Did something happen with your work life? And to my TikTok audience, definitely make sure you are grabbing the pumpkin spice latte. That's a great time. Perfect pattern, honestly, all the way till the end of December, in my opinion. Which, now that I think about it, I think people are still on the pumpkin stuff in December, right? I'm not completely like off base on that. Oh yeah, I ended up on medical leave and hadn't been there long enough to keep the job, but now I can crochet while getting on disability. Okay, silver lining, silver lining. Good to see that you are able to get disability and get some money while you can't work. Yeah, and crocheting is definitely a good way to pass the time rather than just being, just kind of rotting too much. Uh, Shane on TikTok says, "I struggle with bigger projects because they take long." Yeah, I definitely recommend using bigger yarn if that's what you're having troubles with. Happy to answer any questions on Ribblr though, and on Ribblr there's plenty of patterns that can be worked up within an hour or two. It doesn't have to be just pumpkin; it could be eggnog. True, true. I am a fan of eggnog and the way it tastes. Not a fan of what it does to me, but I do have my lactate. I actually have my big box of lactate right here, so any dairy that goes into my body, I can combat that with these enzymes. So, yeah, that is how I prevent myself from wasting time and being where I don't want to be. Good luck with disability. It takes forever. I've been trying to get approved since 2020. Dang, that's a long time. That be a long time. Well, hopefully y'all can get it, and hopefully maybe one day we can all have some sort of universal basic income. That would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Over on TikTok, Amy Design Crochet says hello. Hello, how are you, Amy? What's going on? Yeah, we'll go back to the eggnog stuff. I have so many patterns that need to be like moved over to Ribblr, so I should definitely be adding my eggnog pattern over here. So you'll definitely be seeing those as well. I am good. Thanks for asking, Amy. Right now, we're actually streaming over on Ribblr right now through the pumpkin spice latte pattern. So if you want to grab this pattern and join the live stream over on the app, definitely come say hello. There's also a current promo that if you make your first order of yarn or other materials on the platform, you will be gifted it. So pretty cool, and y'all can expect a lot of more freebies and fun stuff to be added into your libraries here shortly in the next coming weeks. Um, my team members have some incredible ideas for promotion and fun ways to spice up. Keep the platform fresh, spice it up when you're making orders and sparking your creativity. So definitely keep a lookout for that. I think Ribblr is doing a great job at it. Um, and if anyone has any questions about Ribblr, this is a great time to talk about the platform. Um, so yeah, thank you so much, Amy. Are you a Ribblr user yourself? Dang, already 34 minutes into the stream. Goes by quick. Yes, how's it going? Like and she? Not yet. Well, definitely check out Ribblr. Big fan. If you haven't tried out interactive patterns yet, it'll definitely change your entire view on the pattern following and making process. Casual Dragon says, I got one of the Joanne's gift cards, which was awesome because there's no such thing as too much yarn, even if it is currently overflowing in storage. True, true. Um, I would agree. Not there's never too much. My yarn is in a bad. I don't really store my yarn very well. I am pretty just like use what I need at the moment. I, collect a lot of things. I collect a lot of different trading card games, some figurines, manga. And I think there's one other thing I collect, but I can't remember what it is. Uh, but yarn is just like not really one of them at the moment for some reason. I don't really even know how to like quote unquote get into yarn. I've seen a lot of like the events going on, like the Wool and Folk one, the Rhinebeck one over on the East Coast, and they have so many beautiful yarns. And I don't know how to do it. I've seen some really pretty ones though when I was in Chicago. Does anyone here collect yarns or kind of go out of your way to buy, high end yarns, or are you just using yarn that will make you your craft and that's it? Because either way, there's no right or wrong way to use this medium. I do have one skein that I paid like $34 on, and it's really beautiful. I just don't know how I would ever use it. Like and see, ask what am I making? I am working on something that has to do with my pumpkin spice latte. We're in the pattern right now on Ribblr, so if you head over to the link in my bio and get this pattern, you can join a live stream and ask me anything. So hopefully I'll see you there. Casual Dragon says, most of mine isn't very high end. I tend to shop sales and mystery bags for the nicer stuff I have. Oh, mystery bag sounds cool. It sounds like a fun way to get some yarn. I actually would like to try some of those variegated ones. I'm not sure if that's like this is the time to use the word, but the ones that like work up in a certain way, so like they're like have like a pattern on it. White Killen says, my problem right now is I have a small collection of yarn, but it's never quite what the patterns I want to do call for. Ah, yes, that is a problem. But with Ribblr now that you can purchase yarn straight from the app, you can actually pick and choose what you need depending on the pattern that you have, and it'll all just kind of sort itself out. So definitely give that a try. And if y'all didn't see, if you're visiting Ribblr every day, there's always like new sales for different yarns going on, and they do a really great. My team does a really great job at keeping up with it. So definitely check those headlines every day. Yeah, those are fun. Or like the skeins that are designed to be socks or a shawl or whatever, so you don't need a million skeins. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. I respect that. V much respect. I'm doing all double crochet right now. I like the double crochet. Oh, White Kellen says, "Oh yeah, I noticed the sales change quite often. Only been here about a week or so. Oh really? Well, nice to have you, White Killen. Do you want to share how you uh, came to be a Ribblr user? Would love to hear how you learned about the platform." Cattle Dragon says, "My mother's also a yarn crafter, mostly knitting, so she's an enabler." Oh, that's a cool hobby to share with a parental figure. Um, I've been trying to get my dad into card games, but it's not quite sticking. Um, I actually don't have any family members that do any fiber arts, so I'm a lonesome in that. But I do have I have a wonderful chat and Ribblr users, so I don't need the folks to pick it up. Um, Minnie Sue says, "I got my 20-year-old kiddo to do it with me." Oh, nice, cool. Uh, is this the one that came to the class? Anna Kate, good to see you. Thanks for coming on by over to Ribblr. How are you? Anna Kate says, my mom and grandmother both want me to teach them how to crochet. Oh, that's cute. Uh, well, hopefully you do. You can invite them into the wonderful world of crafting and introduce them to Ribblr, of course. Synonymous. I watched Crochet by Kitten Girl on YouTube, and she put up a video about Ribblr working with Joanne to be able to purchase materials right from the same place you can have patterns. Oh, great! Well, I'm glad you saw that video. She is an amazing person to be working with that we have on our roster. And uh, small spoiler, I'm sure she's excited, but she actually has some. You'll probably be able to buy some patterns of hers on Ribblr. So if you're looking for some interactive patterns from that designer, you can be eagerly awaiting. So I know for sure I'll be adding some to my library as well. But yeah, she's amazing. We love seeing everything she's doing. Um, Casual Dragon found Ribblr through, I think I was looking to see if Ravelry had an app and Ribblr showed up. Yep, that is one way that we stand out in this kind of fossil industry when it comes to tech. So we do have an app, which is amazing. That was actually one of my things I wanted to, before I knew about Ribblr, before Ribblr was even a thing, I wanted to sell on Ko-Fi or Coffee or however you say it, and they didn't have an app, and that was immediately a turn off for me. And then once Ribblr had one, I was like, yeah, easy, easy dub. Oh, great, Mindy. So they kept up with the craft. Very cool on them. Uh, Tell them good luck. Hopefully, we can see some cool stuff come from them. NOK says their favorite stitch is the moss stitch. Very cool. I've done the moss stitch before. I wouldn't be able to do it again out of memory, but I'm sure if I saw a tutorial, I could. Good stitch. Oh, it looks really pretty. I know what it looks like. I bought her Five Nights at Freddy pattern from Etsy, and my daughter is super excited for me to finish that for her. Oh, exciting! That was weird thing about seeing that movie this weekend. Anna Kay says, I plan on starting them with the moss stitch too, because they have a hard time with the smaller holes. Yeah, that makes sense. When I'm teaching crochet classes, like teaching people how to single crochet into the chain it's rough. It's rough for everybody involved. So that makes sense. Good for you for being a teacher who's looking into that way. And welcome everyone on TikTok. If you haven't heard of Ribblr, I am currently streaming on the platform, working on my pumpkin spice latte. So be sure to join. You can find the link in my bio and find the pattern there. So best platform on the internet. Check it out. And we have an app. And I'm not biased. This is all my own personal opinion. Yeah. Well, glad to hear everyone's stories on how you came to find Ribblr. Um, and hopefully you are enjoying it, always adding more. It's a cool app and very exciting things in store for the future. Has anyone here been able to take advantage of like the community section and seeing what people post every day? I've been finding myself lurking a bit more in there. It's cool. It's exciting to see how eager people are about like their follower counts and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know if people really focus on that at other places, but it's really nice to have on here to kind of keep up with folks and whatnot. I know I've been enjoying Ribblr even though I've not been here long. So for your first week, White Killen, being on Ribblr, what would you say has been like the most like gravitating feature that we have that keeps you coming back? I've actually managed to get 6 tests done. Oh wow, very cool. Are you chilling in the Ribblr tester zone? Have you given that a shot? Because that was just recently updated with even more quality of life updates. Hello, Jude, as the screen name suggests. How's it going? Good to see you. Currently streaming on Ribblr. How are you? But 6 tests is pretty impressive. If anyone wants to test out my Blood Moon cardigan, definitely would love to have you. It'll be my first time trying out the Ribblr tester zone for myself, so I'm pretty excited about it. Casual Dragon says, "Oh yeah, I've only been around a few weeks, but I also tested something. I like that option. Very cool. Yeah, we're trying to make it easier for both the testers and the designer. So great to see how you did that. I know that you can actually, as a designer, you can drop small bits of the pattern at a time, so you don't have to do it all at once, which is really cool. So if anyone wants to host a crochet along or something, that's also an option. Jude says, Happy Friday. I'm going to hop on Ribblr and test out the stream feature. Oh, awesome. Thank you. It is through my pumpkin spice latte right now that we are using. You can get it as a free gift. I wish I could just, I'd be happy just to gift it to you. But if you make an order on Ribblr, you actually do get it as a gift pattern, or you will have to purchase it. But thank you for anything, for even just checking out Ribblr itself. Sort of. A lot of them were smaller things because I'm a little limited on yarn options. The one I'm excited that just dropped was the Monster Book Crochet Holder. The group was really awesome, and I think the pattern is free right now, but I will be paid later. Oh, nice. Yeah, if it's free, definitely make sure to go grab that before it's no longer free. Add that to your library. Anna Kate says, I also found out about the app from the same person as you, White Killen. All right, we'll have to go thank Crochet Kitten Girl for um, her sponsored posts about the platform. She was pretty excited about the Joanne collab, so definitely have to keep her involved in many other ways. She's someone we definitely respect quite a bit. Hello, Turtle Powered. We are currently streaming in the pumpkin spice latte pattern. We are streaming inside of it, so if you want to come hop on Ribblr, definitely click the link in my bio and find it there. Well, good to see that the influencers we work with are effective. Yay. Um, I wish I could see the pattern. I don't think I'd be able to from here, but yeah, for everyone who's talking about it, definitely go check it out on Ribblr. Add that interactive pattern to your platform. And for everyone here using the interactive patterns on Ribblr, has it changed? Um, has it kind of changed how you view your standard PDFs that we've all been used to? Awesome, Turtle Powered. Hopefully, excited to see you on the platform. Actually, made some some decent progress on this. I wish I could put all my PDFs on this platform. You can, White Killen. You can. You can. Uh, the team has made it really easy to pretty much copy and paste your PDFs onto the pattern builder here. And if you want to offer the PDF as an option, you can actually attach it within the pattern so your customers can still print it out and whatnot. I love being able to just click each row around when I'm done, not forget where I am. I know, right? That is like such a huge quality of life thing for a lot of people. I know I used to, like you use like your notes app on your phone to do it, or people have like their pen and paper to cross it out. So it is really nice being able to do that for sure. Glad that you are a fan. I'm drinking the coffee for the caffeine and the water to actually like stay quenched. Oh, I haven't made my own. I just made the ones I've saved from other people. Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that is kind of part of like the bunch of different platforms, right? Like I'm sure a lot of people who are on other platforms wish you could just have like one big library for sure. But hopefully the goal is all those people who own PDFs will eventually transfer them over to Ribblr, so you will be able to have them all in one place. And welcome everyone on TikTok. If you haven't tried out Ribblr yet, now is a great time to try out the interactive pattern platform. Lots of great stuff going on. And if you make your first order on yarn or materials today, as it ends today, you'll be able to get my pumpkin spice latte as a free gift. And you can come join my live stream as we are streaming at this very moment. So definitely check out the platform by clicking the link in my bio. I've always struggled convincing myself to buy blanket yarn and use it due to being in such small yardage. Yeah, I understand that. But thanks to the app, I finally found out how to compare pricing with the stitches to 4x4. Oh, awesome. That's really great feedback. Thanks so much for letting us know that, Anna. Uh, Yay, good. The Bernat blanket yarn actually isn't too small of short yardage. They're actually pretty generous, so definitely recommend that brand, which can be found extremely easily on the app when searching for materials. I find that's awesome. Is there a certain pattern that you're looking to do with the blanket yarn that helped you with that, Anna? Yeah, they're not as stingy as some other brands for sure. Oh my gosh, look, I'm doing it. I'm holding my yarn with my index on the outside. This feels weird. Feels kind of nice though. Feels not as strenuous. I never even knew that type existed, but I was comparing to Sports Weight 3. Ooh, Sports Weight. My brain died when you asked a question. I was asking, is there a certain pattern that you are intrigued in working on that involves the milking yarn? I like to Jess. Good to see you. If you just ordered, you should have my pumpkin spice latte pattern, which we are currently streaming right now on the Ribblr app. So definitely come on by. You should have been gifted it if you had ordered this week. But yes, it is surprising by how much the yardage is. I think that's kind of why it's like the go-to for a lot of people. And for everyone else in the TikTok chat, we are streaming on Ribblr right now, so definitely come on by to the pattern and say hello. Oh, a zebra stuffy. Oh, cute. Cute. Yeah, the big yarn is pretty trendy at the moment, and it's fun to use. If you have too tight a tension, it can rip a little easy. Good to see you again, Steve Michael. How are you? We're currently streaming on Ribblr. How's it going? And it has been. It's been since my Twitch days. The life of a streamer. But if y'all have some favorite artists on the Ribblr app, it's always good. You can encourage them to go live as well, as it is open to anybody as long as they contact us. Why Killen says tension is one of the biggest hurdles for me with working with a blanket Chanel yarns. Uh, yeah, it's a different kind of beast, that's for sure. Oh my god, your big penguin plushie looks so soft. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that one is a soft pattern for sure. Popular one too, which I'm really glad to see. Yeah, my penguin actually, when I made it and released it, I was thinking to myself like, yeah, it's okay. I honestly wasn't too. I really like it. I like it more now, but when I came out with it, I didn't think it was. It was like too creative or imaginative compared to other things I had seen. But I was pretty proud on how I did like the head part. Um, I crochet kind of tight, so it works well with amigurumi with yarn like Red Heart Super Saver. Oh yeah, yeah. I am definitely a much bigger Big Twist fan than I am like the Red Heart stuff, only because the Big Twist does not really feel like that acrylic-y, even though it is. Steve Michael, 22 months long COVID. Can you believe it? Oh, I cannot. That is rough. I'm so sorry. I like to just, I ordered too early. Dang. Understandably so. It's okay. We do have, oh, wait. Yeah, you saw my email about our new promotion thing. So I'm really excited for everyone to see that kind of stuff. And I will be getting back to you today. Yeah, it's pretty cool to live stream in here. And for everyone on TikTok, we are live streaming on Ribblr. So if you haven't heard of Ribblr, definitely click the link in my bio and come check it out. Even if you don't join the live stream, a very cool platform to dip your toes into, and you'll be shocked by how many amazing things are on here. I'm still learning a lot of new stuff when it comes to the platform. I've been here for over a year, almost two. I want to make one because I collect stuffed animals and have rare health conditions. Oh yeah, I mean, sounds like great time to be working on this plushies with stuffed animals. A lot of amazing amigurumi patterns on Ribblr, so definitely keep that in mind when looking for one. Uh, and do you know what kind of animal you're gonna make next? Um, Electric Jess says, "Sounds good. Don't know how you manage to constantly roll out new features so quickly." Yeah, my team does it. I don't know how they do it either. They're very busy, very uh, very focused. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the person who has everyone trying to talk about it, you know. So they're doing all the hard work, and the team is growing, so it'll be even a bit more streamlined, which is really exciting. Um, but yeah, just a lot of fun ideas, you know, especially when you're comparing it to other pattern platforms. I did hear about the tension and ripping. Yeah, but you get used to what it needs. I really like the Karen Simply Soft Yarn, but it can kind of split easy. I think the splitting is something I'm not sure if it's like a commercial grade issue or if that's just like a yarn issue. You know, like you have like a 6 ply yarn and it can be easy to rip or not rip, but to split. Ethan, I made your witch cauldron pattern. Oh, very cool, very cool. Thanks so much for following the pattern. If you want to find a lot of my paid patterns, I am exclusively on Ribblr. So definitely click the link in my bio to find my Ribblr shop, and you can find my exclusive paid interactive patterns there. But a lot of my free patterns will be coming to the platform because if y'all hadn't seen the community post, Ribblr Earn is currently in beta right now. So if you are someone who offers free crochet or knitting, sewing patterns, you can be paid for your time and for your views on the platform. So another great passive income that is for free content. I learned on Sports Weight 3. I only just recently bought 4. That is a small kind of yarn to be working on for sure. I type slow. I bought it because I wanted the pumpkin spice latte pattern. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks so much for supporting and getting the pattern. Glad that it's now part of your library. And, if you do work on it, I'm excited to see it. I have only made a squid. Oh, that's fun. You know, it's funny because squid and like jellyfish are like common, like first patterns. And a frog, very cute. Um, and if you ever want to, you can always post your finished product or pieces or in progress photos within your journal on Ribblr when working on the pattern. So definitely take advantage of that feature as well. So far, in Zebra and the Latte is next. It's funny that you're throwing the Latte in there with all the other animals. Whitekin says, I think a jellyfish was my first amigurumi, either that or a cat. Yeah, there was like a year of my life where I was only making jellyfish. I have some jellyfish patterns on my blog. My first pattern I ever did was a crochet squirtle, so that was a lot of fun. You know, and Squirtle's not even my favorite starter, so I'm not even sure why I did Squirtle, but I just kind of did. I did eventually make all 4 of the starters. I guess there's like 5 starters now, like of the Gen 1 Kanto. But yeah, so it's cool to see you all interact in the platform. Is it when you're watching the stream, are you able to seamlessly switch between like the pattern here if you were following it? Like how is that looking for you? Pumpkin spice latte is my favorite Starbucks sugar crash drink, so I had to make a stuffy now. The logic is sound. I respect that. Maybe next time I get a tattoo, I'll live stream it on Ribblr. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that unless my artist wanted that. The first thing I crocheted was an owl amigurumi. I got a Woobler's kit, cool, because I wanted to learn crochet to connect some knit squares in a blanket I was working on, and kind of fell in love with crochet from there. Yeah, the Woobles has a good product. I'm glad that they're making it so much more accessible and easy to get into crocheting, especially for the amigurumi stuff. Once I ended the tutorial, it was easier. Oh, nice. To swap, yeah. I haven't tried yet since I'm on a PC. It's Pages, so I'm not sure if it will do something funny with the video. The video should remain. Hello, everyone on TikTok. We are streaming right now on Ribblr. Definitely check it out. We are working on the pumpkin spice latte, keeping up with chat. So if you want this, you can make an order on the platform before that promotion's over today, or you can buy the pattern individually and get all its interactive format, quality of life updates to it. So definitely check it out and click the link in my bio. Yeah, it goes in little mode on top for me. Okay, that makes sense. Into the pick and pick. PC for PC. Plus, I'm a lefty, so it was great they had videos for both hands. Yes, that is a really amazing quality of life thing that Ribblr added was the tutorials on for left-handed people. I know we focus so much on people who are right-handed, so it's cool that they can do like the mirrored view and whatnot for tutorials. John Burnett asks, "Where did you learn to crochet?" I learned to crochet through YouTube Academy, really. I just taught myself on YouTube. I have had people in my past help me try to learn crochet, but I just like couldn't get it through their teachings. So I do want to credit them on that level, but I wasn't taught through them, so it's hard for me to be like to say through them because it still took me 7 hours to learn how to chain. Yeah, teaching left-handed people in my crochet classes is more difficult for sure. Left hands is my hardest one to teach my mom and grandma since I'm right-handed. Yeah, it is hard. My mom is left-handed as well when I was trying to teach her. Yay, just went through the first page of instructions and nothing happened to the video. It said open and didn't mute or anything weird. Oh, good. Good to hear. I will relay that information back to the team. Glad that the tech part of it all is working well. Our tech team is pretty good at what they do, so I had no doubts, but it is good to hear feedback. Oh, my fingy. More fingy. So we'll be live streaming for just a little bit longer, and then we'll let y'all carry on with your day. But it's been fun to be able to chat with everyone thus far. For everyone on my TikTok stream, we are streaming right now. Pumpkin spice latte. Definitely worth still picking up the pattern. Make sure to try out the materials feature on Ribblr. You can now buy yarn, tools, and other materials on the platform straight to your door, along with your interactive patterns, of course. So make sure you are checking that out. A lot of good promotions, a lot of good sales each day. So make sure you are opening up your Ribblr app each and every single day. It took me 7 years to realize I was making things with just a slip stitch and slip knot. Whew, I don't even know what to say to that, Anna. GG's, I guess. Gugas. Like, what in the darn tootin'? That sounds. It yeah, it must have felt pretty liberating once you were able to do other things than that, I'm sure. Glass Currents asked what I'm making. I'm working on a scarf, but we are streaming in the pumpkin spice latte pattern, so definitely come check it out on Ribblr by clicking the link in my bio. I went through so much yarn on one scarf. I imagine the tension was pretty tight, not very drapey, I imagine. These headphones got me itching. White Killen says, as a teen, my mom taught me the basics like a chain, single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so I had trouble making things straight even. Yeah, that happens when you're definitely a novice or inexperienced. Glad it sounds like you're all good now, though. No, I made it lace after an inch. I'm not sure if I understand that. I made it lace after an inch. How do you mean? Found crochet corner a few months ago, and now that I understand the structure of the stitches better, my stuff looks a lot better. And pro tip for everyone who is doing amigurumi, don't forget to flip your work inside out so you get the cleanest of stitches and it can hold your shape a lot better. I didn't do that for the first 6 months, and I was like, oh, game changer. Was just looking on app in profile, you can't have both up at the same time, but can easily swap between the two in landscape. It's fine. Oh, good, good. Is everyone here on mobile right now? My friend taught me slip stitch and chain, and then we fell out. I was just watching a TikTok video about friendship breakups. RIP. Sorry. Go goes. GG's. GG's. You got one mobile user. Very cool. Mobile. And that's why we like the Ribblr app. Being able to do things on the app is always a game changer. And we're always adding more UX and UI improvements. So always keep a lookout for that. If you're checking the community section, you should be seeing those patch updates pretty often. I made an inch of a super long scarf using slip stitch. Yeah, that sounds like it would curl. But I think this is it for me. I think that we are going to be ending the live stream. We made it over an hour. Actually, we'll hit an hour and 15 minutes. That sounds like a healthy live stream. Um, we are working to get more and more people to be live streaming, but I will be live streaming on a weekly basis, whether it be in my pattern or somebody else's pattern, which is really exciting to be able to kind of like, get into the meat of other people's patterns. Might focus on some more free patterns, some paid here and there. We'll see. But thank you, everyone, for coming on by. Hope to see you all as regulars and jumping in and whatnot. And I do want to thank my TikTok chat for also coming on by and saying hello. The live stream is ending, but you can still purchase my pumpkin spice latte as an individual interactive pattern. It will also be going up as a bundle with my other drinks, so you can check that out. Thanks again for the good time. It's always nice to have the company within these live streams, be able to chit chat. If you have any questions about Ribblr right now, happy to answer. If not, we can be on our way. So I'll give you all a few seconds to wrap up with any questions that you have, because we don't have to be like straight up done. But this pattern isn't free, so I do appreciate everyone's support in either buying the pattern or trying out ordering your first order of materials on the platform. Ribblr is very excited about being able to offer this feature. Uh, Soon we will be able to offer it internationally, so keep an eye out for that. Let your friends know, and we will make sure to thank those designers who were sharing the good word of Ribblr and allowed you to check it out and find a new app on your phone. So that I will. Let's see here. Only thing I wish Ribblr let me do was add photos of other projects I've already made before joining. You can do that on your journals. So if you want to use the journal feature, you can add other photos. We can always talk about some type of like photo grid. Who knows? We'll see. The platform is still quite young, and we're always taking suggestions. So it's been great talking to everybody, and I hope you all have a great Hollow weekend. Be safe. Probably just eat candy that is packaged and not wrapped sketchily. And yeah, I hope you have awesome costumes. So I wish I had pictures of all gifts. Well, let me know. You can message us on the community section or my inbox. So I will talk to everyone later, and I will see y'all next week, hopefully in the next pattern. So take care and talk to you later. Bye-bye.